Alright, this will be for the con assignment, linear equations in any form. So we learned two different line equations. Okay, we learned y equals mx plus b, and that is slope-intercept form. Okay, and we also learned y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. Okay, that's called point slope form. All right. So if they give you the y-intercept, in other words, the point that is on the y-axis, if they give you the point that's on the y-intercept, your best bet is to use slope-intercept form. Okay, but if they don't give you the point that's on the y-intercept, it's probably easier to use point slope form. All right. So for this one here, they do give us the point on the y-axis. Okay, so we're going to use y equals mx plus b. All right, so m is the slope, and that is change in y over change in x. Okay, so starting from this point, I'm going to go up 1, 2, 3 units up, so that's a positive 3 for the change in y. And then I'm going to go right 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a positive 4 for the change in x. All right, so we have our slope. And b is just the y-intercept. Okay, so you go to your y-axis and b is right here. So b equals 2. And now we can write our equation. So m, we said, was 3/4. And that's times x plus b, which is 2. So we're going to enter that in the box. Also the y equals part. It's going to be y equals 3/4 x plus 2. Alright, so I'm going to type y equals 3, and I'm going to hit the fraction button, fourths, then click out front x. Okay, so it says 3/4 x, and then plus 2. Alright, now for this one here, we don't really have the y-intercept. They didn't give us an exact point. It looks like negative 4.5 to me, but I don't want to take my chances. Alright, so I'm going to use point slope form. Okay, remember, for point slope form, you're plugging in the x coordinate there and the y coordinate there. That's just one point that you're plugging in. Alright, so let's do the slope first. I'm going to go up 1, 2, 3. That's a positive 3. So slope is change in y over change in x. Change in y is positive 3, and the change in x, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a positive 4 since I went to the right. So that's our slope. Okay, And the only thing we have to do now is just obtain the coordinates for one point. So I'm going to take this point here. Okay, the x coordinate is 1, 2. Alright, and for the y coordinate, 1, 2, 3. I went down 3, so it's going to be a -3. Okay, so that's this point right here. So in place of y, 1, I'm going to write -3. In place of m, I'm going to write 3/4. And in place of x1, I'm going to write 2. Okay, so it's going to be a -2. Now the only thing you have to fix is the 2 negatives in a row. That's a positive. Okay, so it's just y plus 3 equals 3/4 x minus 2. Okay, and you put that in the box. So first type y plus 3, y plus 3 equals, then the 3/4, 3, hit the fraction button, 4, click it again, and type parentheses x minus 2. X minus 2. Alright, so when they don't give you the y-intercept point, use the point slope form. I mean, that's what I suggest. You don't have to. You can use y equals mx plus b every time, but it might be hard for you to get this point right here. Alright, so in this problem here, they give you the y-intercept that's right here. Okay, so I'm going to use y equals mx plus b. M is going to be change in y over change in x. So just go from one point to the other. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I just went up 6, so it's positive 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I went right 5. That's a positive 5. Okay, change in y is 6. Change in x is 5. All right. And now for the b, the y coordinate, that's going to be a -5, okay, because it's in between -4 and -6, so it has to be -5. So that's all you need. This is m, and this is b. So y equals m, which is 6/5, times x, plus b, which is -5. And you just put that in the box. Type y equals 6/5. Okay, you need the fraction button here, so I'm going to hit 6 fraction 5. Then click it again, because you don't want the x in the denominator. Okay, so you have to click it again so that x is out front. 6/5 x minus 5. Minus 5. Alright, one more. You see here they don't give you the y-intercept. It's hard to see where it is. So I'm going to use point slope. Okay, so first you need slope. Change in y over change in x. And you go from one point to the other. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I went up 5. That's a positive 5 for the change in y. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I went right 6. That's the change in x. Now you need only get 1 point. Okay, you can plug in, you can get either point and plug it in. So I'm going to get this one here because it's positive. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. I went right 4. So the x coordinate is 4. And then up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I went up 6, so it's positive 6. Okay. So this is x1, y1. So for x1, I'm going to plug in 4. For y1, I'm going to plug in 6. And for m, I'm going to plug in 5 over 6. So this is going to be y minus 6 equals m, which is 5 over 6, times x minus 4. That's it. So you type y minus 6, hit equals 5 over 6. You need the fraction button. 5 over 6. Then click it again in front here so you can put the x in the front. Oh wait, this one has parentheses. Parentheses x minus 4. So do parentheses x minus 4. Okay, just make sure you don't write the x minus 4 in the denominator. It has to be out front.